Today we're going to do something very different from what we usually do, both on this channel and also in terms of how we view tier lists. So usually when we think of a tier list, we think of it in tiers, because that's what a tier list is. You have F, D, C, B, A, S, double S, triple S, quadruple S, quintuple S. I don't know. Every time I look at a tier list, there's way too many S's on it. I'm like, why does this need to be? Why are there all these different S tier and triple S tier and quadruple S tiers? But that doesn't really help us understand if a unit, like where a unit is good. So I thought that this would be nice to have a second dimension to the tier list instead of just being vertical, instead of just being, okay, the higher up it is, the better it is if it's higher up, it's good for PvP, it's better for PvP. If it's further to the right, it's better for PvE. If it's both high up and further to the right, it's great for both of them. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to use a Yuumi Love. I think it's a great reference because I am not the Raid. I played Raid for years on and off casually. I am not the Raid Shadow Legends master. I do not have all of these units. I have not built all of these units. And I think it's better to use someone else that has been painstakingly collecting data for years as the reference, and then we will just put it in a visual format to show what units are good for certain areas of the game. So let's get it started. We're doing Bannerlords today, and I will continue doing these if you guys feel that they're useful, fun, etc., whatever. We have first up the only mythical in Bannerlords, Androck the Glorious. He is apparently very, very good. Where is Androck? Oh, he's over here. Tiny little icons. We're in Photoshop, just in case you're wondering why it's got the vertical and horizontal pixels there. So Androck is top tier in arena defense and offense. I haven't used them. I don't know. I have no idea any of these things. So top tier in arena offense and defense, and he is very good in some dungeons like Minotaur, Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem. Not as good in Sand Devil. He's okay in Fire Knight and Iron Twins and Phantom Shogun. According to this this list, he's got some usage in a lot of the Doom Tower floors. Not as good in the Nether Spider. Very good in the Frost Spider. And then, of course, I'm really not going to put too much weight into the potions, the potion keeps, because really, like, you don't need legendaries and mythicals. These are, by the way, these are legendaries and mythicals, legendaries, and epics that we're doing. We're not even going to consider the rares because a lot of people don't even bother building rares at all. So, yeah, 5 stars in terms of PvP, and we're going to go 4.25 roughly in terms of PvE. Really, really great unit. This is a great example of a solid unit. I think the, if I recall correctly, the reviews of him in the actual game are not that good. Then we have, excuse me, Aislinn the Stalwart, which is over here. He is super good in PvP. I don't have him, so I can't see for myself. He is not that great in dungeons, actually. So we're going to put him about here on the tier list. Really, really good for PvP. Not as good for... What does he have? Ally protection, heal, passive ally, shield, defense, aura, stun. So let's see, what do we have next? Baron. Do I have Baron? No, this is one of the ones that I really wanted, I believe. Another 5-star arena defense and offense unit. Okay, so we're going to put him over here so far. And then we have pretty decent in Dragon, Ice Golem, Minotaur, Spider, but not really that crazy. We're also going to put him about here. Again, this is based on their... He's good on Doom Tower floors. He's pretty decent in Magma Dragon, Nether Spider, Frost Spider, Scarab King. But again, this is based on Yuumi Loves, so don't yell at me if you don't like where things are on the tier list. I am just the messenger. Then we have Black Knight. Why? I feel like these are being rated way too high on arena defense and offense. Am I crazy in thinking that? Really good ratings in Doom Tower. Not as good in the dungeons, though. In the other dungeons. Really good in Minotaur. I feel like a lot of things are really good in Minotaur. I don't really... When I think of a unit that's good in dungeons, I'm not really trying to put a whole lot of effort into Minotaur, because there's so many different units that are good in Minotaur. But the Black Knight is... We will put him at 5 stars for PvP. And they will put him a little bit further down in... these are just going to be... everything's going to be smashed in here, isn't it? Nah, there's a lot of crap units. It's not going to be too smashed. Okay, here we go. Chronicler Adolin. So this is a unit that is apparently 2 stars in PvP. Let's see where it is in, yeah, bad ratings for arena defense and offense. Not that great ratings in PvE either, so we'll put her about there, actually. Surprisingly, good in Sand Devil, though. Good in Sand Devil. Actually, you'd probably put her lower. Wow, probably, according to this, needs a buff. Chronicler Adolin. Why is that one hard to say? Cillian the Lucky. This one I do have. I didn't bother building it. I didn't really feel like it was too exciting. So let's see. Arena defense and offense. Rated, okay. Rated decently here. Cillian the Lucky. We are going to put him about here for that. And then Fire Knight decent and Fire Knight decent and Minotaur. Decent and... Wow, actually... Maybe I'm not giving this guy enough credit. Not so great in the Doom Tower floors. Not great in Iron Twin, Sand Devil, Phantom Shogun, but good in Ice Golem, Fire Knight, and Minotaur. So we're actually going to put him about here. Maybe, am I not giving him enough credit? Maybe we should put him a little bit lower than that. I don't know. I feel like I would disagree with this. I would put him lower than that, but yeah. Next up we have Helior. So Helior is over here. He is another one. Y'all putting too many stars on some of these units for arena offense and defense. I feel maybe I'm not the only one that's crazy enough to make everything A tier. I did that for another the tier list in another game. Like everything was A tier. Ironically enough, they ranked him A tier overall in the game. As well. Good in Minotaur, Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem. Not really so good in Fire Knight, Iron Twins, Sand Devil, or Phantom Shogun. So we're going to put him about here. Maybe a little bit higher. Should we put him a little bit higher? Helior? Yeah, he'll go over there. I feel like that's fair. Okay, next up we have Kaja the Rai. Another one, 5 stars in... Where is she? Here she is. Another one, 5 stars in PvP, of course. They're all 5 stars in PvP, aren't they? Of course. And then she's about... See, I want to smash them all together. Yeah, it's another one that fits right into this little sweet spot. But unfortunately... she's better than that. Let's put her over here. Let's put her over here. But she's not very good in Iron Twin, Sand Devil, Phantom Shogun, Fire Knight. Is this too good? Maybe this is too good. Maybe I'm giving her too much credit. Okay, we'll put her here. Yeah. I'm feeling like everything's going to get smashed into the same basic level, though. Maybe this is the reason that tier lists that are like 2-dimensional don't work. So... You guys will give me feedback. I can guarantee you will give me feedback because you always do give me feedback on all of these things we try. Next up we have Lord Champfort. This is, I believe, the one of the bosses you face in the very... I mean, this is a unit in the game that you can use, but it's also a boss that you can fight in the very first section of campaign, I believe. At the very end of the first one. So this is I feel like this is being very generous, putting him at 4.5 in the PvP. And then a lot of really good in Doom Tower in the floors, the special floors. Really good ratings there. Okay, so we'll put him here because he has such good ratings in Doom Tower. Ice Golem, Iron Twins. Also pretty decent in Minotaur and Dragon. Terrible in Spider, Fire Knight, Sand Devil. So, there we go. Next up we have Lugan the Steadfast. He is 4-star in Arena Defense and Offense. Wow, something that's not 5-star. So crazy. Wow. And then really kind of not so great in a lot of the other... Good in Scarab King, but not so great in a lot of the other areas of PvE. So we're going to put him around here. There we go. Oh, the mythical unit is so far the highest ranked. Wow, very shocking. Very surprising. Marichka the Unbreakable. So she has 5 stars in Arena Defense and Offense. She also has a lot of 4 stars in a lot of dungeons. She's 5 stars in Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun. Really, really solid. So we're going to put her, where is she? She's over here. And then she is going to be, it's looking like she's about there, actually. Yeah. Oh, maybe she is, so far, one of the best. Minaya. So Minaya is another one keeps more 5 stars. This is the problem, is when you rank everything 5 stars in arena offense and defense. Again, I want to clarify that I am not the one that is making these, giving these ratings. Really good in Minotaur, Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem. Not so good in Sand Devil. Good in some of the Doom Tower and some of the floors. In the Magma Dragon, Eternal Dragon. All the dragons, basically. Not so good in the Scarab or the Nether Spider or Celestial Griffin. So we're going to put her at, what do we say, 5 stars for PvP. And then for PvE, we're going to do... Yeah, it's another one that's kind of around... Kind of around here is what it looks like. Am I giving these things... Am I making these too low? I'm just double checking. No, a lot of these... No, this is about what they're rated. Okay. Just wanted to double check. Just wanted to double check. What is the next one? Next one is Quintus the Triumphant. And of course he's 5 stars. Of course everything is 5 stars in arena offense and defense. Good in Fire Knight, good in Dragon, terrible in Iron Twin, Sandal, Phantom Shogun. Terrible in Magma Dragon, Eternal Dragon. Okay, so he's another one that's stuck somehow in this giant mash of all of the units stuck right here. Let's put him on this side. Alright, what do we have? I feel like there's too many units that have 5 stars in PvP and PvE. In arena defense and offense. Next up we have Raglan. Raglan has, of course, 5 stars. Actually really good in dungeons. Really good ratings in Minotaur, Spider, Fire Knight, Dragon, Ice Golem. Decent in Iron Twins. Not as good in Sand Devil or Phantom Shogun. Decent enough in Magma Dragon, Nether Spider, Frost Spider. Okay, so Raglan is going to be around here. Actually, Raglan probably fair enough to put him over there. Is it a him or is it a her? Actually, I don't know, and I'm not going to guess. I'm not doing that. Rathalos Blademaster. So this is a unit that is... Actually, I was expecting a little bit more. 3-star arena offense and defense. Great unit in clan boss though, because we do have the Rathalos clan boss teams. But yeah, I was expecting a little bit more in arena offense and defense. So he's at 3 stars. And then in terms of PvP, he has a little bit. Let's put him over here. Rathalos. Wow, I was expecting a little bit more from him, to be honest. I know a lot of people like that. That's a unit that I was hoping to get too. But Richtof the Bold. Let's see. 4-star arena defense and offense. Okay, and then we got what else? 4. Good in Minotaur. Good in Minotaur. Yeah, okay. Good in Dragon, Ice Golem. Not so good in Phantom Shogun. Mediocre in Fire Knight. Good in Magma Dragon, Frost Spider, Scarab King, and the Doom Tower. Okay. So about here. Is what it's about here, I suppose. That's what it looks like. All right, what's next? Ronda. Good old Ronda Rousey. I was expecting her to actually be higher in arena offense. People keep saying she's amazing now. She's good in fire. She's actually really low rated for a lot of places. Wow. Okay, so 4-star PvP. And then in terms of PvE, really not great. Wow. Really not great. Actually, that still looks like that's pretty good, but yeah. I suppose these legendaries are kind of built more for PvP anyway, but... That's surprising. Surprising she got low ratings for a lot of places.
I'm looking for a fun new RPG to play on my telephone. I wonder if there's anything good.
Brother, you gotta try the most glorious RPG that has ever come to the mobile platform. Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, is it any good?
Is it any good? It will literally... Yeah, it's good, yes!
Wowee! I'm gonna go download it right now.
Are you serious? You're gonna miss out on all the free legendaries.
Free legendaries?
You want a free legendary? Use the promo code or the link in the description for a brand new free legendary Elenaril.
Wow!
And as soon as you hit level 10, you get a free Maus Mage epic right in your inbox.
Wowee!
At level 20, you get a free epic Uugo.
Neato!
And at level 30, another free epic Fayne.
Well, that's swell.
If all of that wasn't even enough, you can also use one of the following promo codes for a brand new account for another free legendary.
Free legendaries?
Get Alice for a legendary Alice the Wanderer.
Neato!
Get Loki for a free legendary Loki the Deceiver.
Ooh!
MONKEYKING for a free legendary Sun Wukong.
Super cool!
TREEHUGGER for a free legendary Greenwarden Ruarc.
Oh!
Or you can use the code Desert Queen for a free legendary Tuhanarak.
Those seem like some really lovely choices.
But you have to use the QR code or the link or you get nothing. And make sure that you use the promo code for your free extra legendary as soon as you start the account in the first 24 hours.
I'ma scan that QR code right now. Thanks, fella.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
Next up, we have Septimus, 5 stars, arena defense and offense. I feel like we need a community... Well, we have a community vote, and it's in the game, and it's terrible, and it's broken. So maybe we don't need a community vote. Really great for... so 5 stars in PvP. And then we have... Wow, really, actually great for Minotaur, Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem, Sand Devil, Phantom, Shogun. A lot of the potion keeps... Doom Tower, Magma Dragon, Celestial Griffin, Eternal Dragon, Dark Fae, really good for all of those, apparently. Really, really solid unit. Wow. We're going to put this over... Yeah, we're running out of space, but we're going to put this here. I would love to put... See, this is kind of the problem with the tier list that's like this, is because now he looks like he's less good in PvP, because we can't put him on top of other things. I suppose we could smash him around. You guys know what I'm talking about anyway. I mean, we're getting to the epic soon, so we're probably not going to see so many things right up here in terms of PvP. But Cythalia is next. 5-star in arena offense. And this is way too... Like, all of these units cannot be 5-star in arena offense and defense. That's too generous. Really good in... Where else? Dragon, Ice Golem, Minotaur, Spider. Nether Spider, Frost King, Eternal Dragon. Really good in a lot of places. Magma Dragon, really bad, apparently. Dreadhorn, Dark Fae, Phantom Shogun, Sand Devil. A lot of these places, she is bad. And we're going to put her... yeah, I feel like maybe here is a good spot for her. Everything is all smashed together. Sigmund the High Shield. What do we have here? Arena defense and offense. Oh, he's not as crazy in arena offense. Oh my goodness. Wow. Still really ridiculous. To have everything is... Whatever. Let's see. Good in Minotaur, Spider. Minotaur, Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem. Not as great in a lot of the other places. Okay. We can find a spot. He might be a little bit better than this. I just can't smash everything too much into there. So, all right, what's next? Please be not good in... Oh, no, he's 5 stars in arena offense and defense. So, Staltis Dragonbane. I feel like maybe this tier list style is doomed if we can't shove everything in the same spot. If it's all ranked basically the same. It's wild, man. It's wild. Okay. So, he is 5 star in PvP, apparently. And for PvE... Not so crazy. Not so crazy. Okay. We'll stick him here. I guess that means we're pushing that down. All right, what else do we have? Taurus the Fierce. 5 star in arena offense and defense. Of course, he is. We're very close to rares. I mean, not rares. We're not doing rares. We're very close to epics. Lols. Not crazy in the Doom Tower. Okay. Kind of low ratings for a lot of the... Lower ratings than the other ones for a lot of those. Not great in Iron Twins. Good in Phantom Shogun. Pretty decent in a lot of the other dungeons, according to this list. Really good in Hydra. So. Void Legendary, though. Void Legendary. We're going to put him... yeah, we got to put him here, apparently. I can't put him all the way over here because that's really not where he belongs. So, not great in Doom Tower. Otherwise, he'd be higher than that. What else do we have? Timid the Fool. Good in arena. Of course, everything is 5 stars in arena. Can we not have everything be 5 stars in arena offense and defense? That would be lovely. Although this guy actually has really low ratings in a lot of PvE. Wow. Okay, so he is roughly over here. Yeah, that's about where it actually is. I don't have to really force him into there too much. Next up, we have actual epics. Okay, Alaric the Hooded, 2 stars in arena offense and defense. Nice, nice that it's not going to crowd everything. It's going to be right over this one right here. Of course it is. Oh. Kind of like around 2 stars and everything else too. Okay. Well, there we go. Alaric the Hooded. His hood must be made of diarrhea. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know where some of these comments come from. Next up we have Archmage Helmet. Oh my god, of course.
5 stars in PvP.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's about there. Well, I mean, he is a good unit. I can't take that away from him. But, yep. Not really good in Celestial Griffin or Dreadhorn or Nether Spider or Phantom Shogun or Sand Devil. But he is really good in Dragon, Ice Golem, Spider, Minotaur, Clan Boss, Magma Dragon, Frost Spider. So, what else do we have? Orndulf. Orndulf is a... Okay, he's about 3.5 in arena defense and offense. I'll stick him over here. And then not really so crazy for a lot of these dungeons. Wow. All right, then. We're going to put him... actually, that still looks pretty solid. I feel like anything below like this level... Anything over here in these 9 squares on the bottom left-hand corner is like, don't bother building it. I feel like that's what it is, though. So maybe we should make these... Maybe, and I'll let you guys give your input, of course, because we're building this together, if we continue to do this. But maybe we make the boxes smaller in the bottom left-hand corner and then get progressively larger in the top right-hand corner. Maybe that's something we do. I don't know. Just throwing some ideas out there to make it like a little bit easier to manage if everything is going to be in the top. So, yeah. Azure. This is a unit that I do not plan on building at any point. Okay, so about 4 stars in arena. Not great in defense. Good in offense. You sure about that? I feel like no. I feel like that's probably not it. That ain't it, Chief. And then really just 2 stars everywhere else. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I feel like that being there, I'm like, ooh, that makes him look good, but it's not. He's not good. It's 2 stars. It's 2 stars. Visual. See, I'm so used to the regular tier lists is that I see that and I think, good, but not good. Not. Doo-doo. No, not doo. Mediocre. How's that? Chancellor Yasmin. I'll put her at about 3.5 for. She's got okay, a little bit better than. Not great for arena offense and defense. In terms of dungeons, some are okay. Dragon, Ice Golem, Fire Knight, Minotaur. Everything is good in Minotaur. Really nothing special, though. Really nothing special. We're going to put her over here. Chancellor Yasmin. Ylfrig. Okay, Ylfrig is about 3.5 in PvP. So I'm going to put him here, and then he is not really anything crazy in, yeah, we're going to put him about here in PvE. See, this makes me think that it's a good unit, though. Maybe we need to tilt it a little bit. I don't know. Work in progress. Work in progress. Gerhard the Stone. He is decent in offense, terrible in defense. Okay. At least that seems realistic. Right? That seems realistic. So, we'll put this here. In terms of offense and defense. Bad ratings everywhere else. Okay. There we go. It's about there. Next up we have Giscard the Sigiled. Sigiled. Giscard the Sigiled. Yup. Sigiled. Nailed it. On to the next one. 4-star for PvP. My goodness. 4-star for PvP, and he's pretty good in Doom Tower, according to this. Eternal Dragon, Frost Spider, Magma Dragon in the floors as well. Scarab King, he's decent. Celestial Griffin, he's decent. But he's terrible in Dark Fade, Dreadhorn, Phantom Shogun, Sand Devil, Iron Twins, things like that. So we're going to put him about here, actually. Giscard the Sigiled. What did I say? Giscard the Sigiled? I don't know. This, whatever. However, I said it wrong before. I can't say it wrong again because now I know it's sigiled. Horden. Let's see what good old Horden is. It's about here. I feel like these arena offense and defense are too much credit here, man. Too much credit. Really bad for a lot of the Doom Tower bosses. Bad in Spider, bad in Iron Twins, bad in Sand Devil, bad in Phantom Shogun. Good in Ice Golem. Good in Minotaur. Everything is good in Minotaur, though. Like, that doesn't really say much. That really doesn't say much. Yeah, we're going to put him about here. Horden. Maybe it would be better to have it the other way. I don't know. No, I'll let you guys decide. Knight Errant. I don't think I've ever built this guy. Not great in defense, good in offense. Again, man, I'm feeling the same. I'm feeling the same thing. Is I don't quite agree with some of these things. Just really bad. Oh my God, really bad ratings and everything else. Okay, he's going over here. Mostly garbage. Knight Errant. Mostly garbage. Lady Annabelle. Let's see. Bad in arena defense and offense. I think maybe just turning it on the side. Because like you could have this. Let's say, for example, if this was super amazing in PvE and you put it all the way over here, still looks like a bad unit. In terms of where we're psychologically conditioned to think about units in a tier list. Like, oh, she looks bad. But it's not. She's actually really good in PvE. So if you're looking for PvE stuff, just look along the right side of the tier list. And you will find good stuff. That you probably don't have, because probably all legendaries. No, for the PvE stuff, it's not all legendaries. It's Raid Shadow Legends. It's all legendaries. Okay, let's see. Really not too hot. Not too hot. We're going to put her about here. Lady Quillen. About 3.5 in arena. Okay. But again, makes it look like everything, like you make this 3.5 in arena, it starts to look like a solid unit. Psychologically, man. Psychologically. Oh, not great. Putting this about over here. Lordly Legionary. Not great in arena. Okay. Put this at about 3. And then for dungeons, good in Fire Knight, good in Minotaur, bad in everything else. Lovely. Let's put this here. Lordly Legionary. Next up we have Masked Fearmonger. Didn't we just summon this guy the other day? I believe we did. Summoned him like 2 days ago. Terrible in arena offense and defense. Finally something honest of like, this unit is garbage in arena offense and defense. Wow. Basically garbage everywhere. Yeah. Really, really bad ratings. Actually, maybe even worse than that. Let's put that over here. Yeah. I feel like these, I feel like either turning it or scaling the higher sections up or something would be better. I'm sure you guys will give me suggestions. Or not. Or you'll just say nothing and you'll be like, no, we're not going to say anything. We're just going to tell you it sucks and then move on to something else. Oathbound. What do we have? For Oathbound, he is 5 stars in arena offense and defense. Seems to be the trend with a lot of these units. Not really crazy in dungeons. He doesn't really shine anywhere, is what it looks like. Faction Wars. He's a Faction Wars unit. Let's put him here. Oathbound. Rowan. Terrible in arena defense. Mediocre in arena offense. So I'll put this over here for PvP. And the mediocre is keeping it at that level. Otherwise it'd be about... we'll put it there. Why not? Really bad in the Doom Tower bosses, except for Magma Dragon. This is also a typo, so I don't know if this is even accurate. They added extra ratings here. Good in Fire Knight and Dragon, bad in a lot of other places. Okay. Is this too... That might be too nice. That might be too nice. Okay, we'll put that there. Seneschal. Pretty good in arena defense and offense. Okay. And then in terms of... Oh, bad in all the Doom Tower bosses. Bad in Iron Twin, Sandal, Phantom Shogun. Bad. Okay, really not so great in PvP. Got it. Got it. Signy of High Shield. See, here's the thing, though. If we took all the rares and put them into this as well, I thought this was going to be way more cluttered than it actually is. Just around the whole thing. I didn't realize we were going to have like nothing going on in the bottom tiers. But if we had the rares in here, those would be all filling up the bottom. So those really would not be, for the most part, those would not be here. They would just be cluttering the bottom. And then it would look like it's balanced because all the legendaries and mythicals are at the top, and then all the rares and the uncommons and the things you'll actually summon are all at the bottom. And that's how, I mean, you could make the argument that that's how you should balance a mobile gacha RPG game. So, Signy of High Shield. Not great in arena defense or offense. Okay. Still 3 stars, though. And then really bad in dungeons, too. Okay, so she's going to go here. I could have sworn I just saw her doing some fun stuff the other day. Someone was using her. Maybe they were insane. Could be. Next we have Sir Artemage. So Sir Artemage is About 3.5 in PvP. And then he's good at Fire Knight, decent at Minotaur and Spider, and Ice Golem. Really kind of not great in Doom Tower bosses. Or the other, really bad at Sand Devil. Decent at Ice... Did I say decent at Ice Golem? Yeah. We'll put him here. Actually, we should probably put him a little bit lower than that. Let's put him here. We kind of made him less good at PvP now just by doing that, but we got to stick him somewhere. We got to stick him Stag Knight. Speaking of Stag Knight, I remember this guy. This is one of the... Well, there's a lot of these are OGs. A lot of the Banner Lords. I remember back when Shadowkin was not even... There was just a spot that Shadowkin was eventually, years later, going to be in. Not there at all. So, Stag Knight, let's take a look. Arena defense and offense. Too many things are ranked too high in arena defense and offense. Good in Fire Knight, Dragon, Ice Golem, Iron Twins. Good in a lot of the Doom Towers as well. Really bad in Nether Spider, really bad in Dreadhorn. Not really so hot in Sand Devil or Phantom Shogun. But a solid unit regardless. Yeah, we'll put Stag Knight here, actually. Ursula the Mourner. 5 stars. Ursula, come on. Couldn't you be worse in arena defense and offense to make this... No, she's got pretty good... bad ratings in Doom Tower. Good ratings in Dragon and Ice Golem. Clan Boss. I'm not taking into consideration things like campaign, to be honest, because campaigns and the potion keeps, like, there's just a lot of stuff. Like, it's not that important. There's a lot of stuff that can be good in campaign. You don't really need to build campaign teams. You have one unit that does AoE damage, and that's all you need to think about in terms of campaign. So I'm really not focused. I'm not taking into consideration campaign at all. Just in case that was not obvious, since I really have not mentioned it. But yeah. Not great in Doom Tower at all, though. Okay, so we'll put her, but really, really good in Arena. We're going to put her over here. And then what do we have? The very last one, Warcaster. 5 stars in Arena offense. Why? 5-star everything in Arena offense and defense. Terrible in Doom Tower, though. Terrible in a lot of dungeons. Wow, just terrible overall in dungeons. Okay, so we could easily put him in this spot without forcing it. So unfortunately, some of these things, I should put like a little... I feel like if we put a bevel on this... Not a bevel, an outline on this, it's going to be too much. Oh, actually, that's not too much. That's not too much. That would have been nice to maybe do that earlier. But, you know, there's a couple of units in here that... Just to show where they are. Anyway, I would love you guys' feedback on this, because I think that this is a good idea in theory, but I think we got to work on making this better. Making this somehow easier to identify, maybe turning it, maybe making the tiers like different sizes. So it's a little bit easier instead of having everything smashed into the top. And if we are going to smash everything into the top, there needs to be space for it. So anyway, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback. I will see you as always in the next one.